Hello, everybody. I'd like to give my little 2 cents to this whole situation, what's going on right now. My name is Annett Culp. A lot of people know me as an actress, but what a lot of people don't know is that I'm also a yoga practitioner, and I have been practicing yoga for 20 years. I did my teacher training in 2005, and I have been teaching small groups, private groups, and whenever there was time for me to do so. Today I would like to share something important, I think, for me, which I also have been re-practicing for the last week or so, which is the right form of breathing. We have 3 ways of breathing. One is through the clavicle bones, which is a very superficial way of breathing. One is the chest, which is still not using the full lung capacity. And then we have the belly breathing, which you don't see right now. You breathe through your tummy, through your belly. And the reason why I want to point it out is that in times of stress and in times of situation where there's a lot of chaotic things in the world, we do tend to only use a fraction of our lung capacity, and therefore we get sick, therefore we feel very fatigued and tired, and we don't know why. Because we don't use the full lung capacity to draw in prana. Even me, I have the habit of breathing only in here. Prana, in yogic terms, translated is the life force. So prana is the life force of the atmosphere, and pranayama is a technique to control this type of breathing, this type of energy through breathing techniques. And yogis have understand how to do so, and I find it fascinating. So what I'm trying to share with you right now is that especially now, it's very important to pay attention to the way we breathe. And the full yogi breath is breathing into your tummy. Sorry. Breathing into your chest, and then continue to breathe into your clavicle bones, which uses the full lung capacity. And when you breathe out, you breathe out through the stomach to the belly, chest, and clavicle bones. And what you do is you elongate the lungs, because the lungs it's a huge organ, and it wants to be filled with prana, and it wants to be filled with oxygen and life force. But we never do it, of course, because we have stopped and forgot how to breathe the right way. And when we learn, and we can learn very simple, we can practice and start in a very simple way by just start breathing into our belly. So when you inhale, the belly rises, and you exhale, the belly draws back. And by that way of breathing, because the belly is connected to the diaphragm, and the lungs are connected also to the diaphragm. So when you breathe into the belly, you push the organs away, and you draw the lungs longer. Do I make sense? Sorry. So you elongate the lungs, and therefore you have more capacity and room to draw in the oxygen and the prana, the life force, to fill your body and the lungs with the vital energy, which then helps you to have more energy, not to be fatigued, and to calm down in certain situations. And there are techniques now also to incorporate the breathing to calm the nervous system. I will do another video to explain it, but when we can start just to breathe into the belly, yeah, so we can use the full lung capacity, then we already make a change in our well-being. It can make a change in our well-being overall. Just pay attention, because this is just a small fraction. And then we get tired, and then what's happening? We get sick, and there's a lot of infection stored in the lower part of the lungs because it's stale, and it's stale oxygen, it's stale air, and we don't move it out because it's not using the whole capacity. Chest breathing, it's a little better, but it's still not using the whole capacity. Belly breathing, sorry, I probably have to learn to use this all different, but belly breathing, you push the belly out. And when you breathe in, the belly rises. When you exhale, the belly lowers. You can also try to exercise this lying down. When you lie down and you have your hands on your belly, and you breathe in, the belly rises up. You breathe out and the belly lowers. Just try this every day. Get in touch and be aware that you fill the whole lung capacity. And then you can rise the oxygen higher, and then you can take more time with using prana, the life force, the oxygen, into the belly, into the chest, into the clavicle bones. I hope I could help you a little bit. I will continue to post videos. I just have to figure out the technical part of it, and this is also a nice way to greet each other instead of this. We can do this, the elbows is fine, but I think also namaste or hi, or it's a really nice gesture, is like my higher self or my light within me greets your light. So you don't touch each other, you don't hug each other, whatever, but it's a nice gesture. We use it in lots of religion. It's not just yogi. It's universal. And I hope I can help you a little bit, and I will think of a new way to inform you with some of the knowledge that I have gained and helped me for the last 20 years. Mwah. Love you all.